Hello world, my name is Jacob and I just wanted to give a quick overview of command line solution I created that allows me to connect with both Claude Code and Gemini CLI, two tools that I'm using for vibe coding. And typically I like to forward plans or suggestions from one tool to another, and until now it was copy and paste, and sometimes it's tricky. So I figured, why not create one CLI to rule them all that allows me to connect both of them at the same time and quickly move messages between the two and get immediate feedback in one tool. And there's a lot more to that because it allows you to go into each tool directly into its own console and detach and come back while keeping the context in line and also full control of the state of each tool. So one of the requirements obviously is you need to have Claude Code and Gemini CLI. And this is the command to install it, right? So obviously that's what I'm going to use. But if you're a developer and would like to contribute to this open source project, feel free to go into this. I will have the link down below in the comments. So feel free to contribute and ask questions. I'll do my best to support this project. So how does it work? So let's go back here. Obviously, just make sure you have Claude Code. So here you can see I have Claude Code running and configured using my API keys. Yes, I don't have subscription. I am paying a lot. And also I have Gemini. So both tools are installed on my system. So I'm ready for AI Code Connect. So there we go. Let's exit. So let's install it. So I'm in a very simple project I had when I tested some of Mistral's APIs. So let's install the solution. So that will be fairly quickly. It's an npm install. And once it's done, you're ready to go. All you need to do is run AIC to start interacting with the tool. So let's do that right now. And here's the main interface. You can see this is version 0.2.0. If there will be a new version available on NPM, you will see a message over here, and I have an example in the README if you want to see how it looked like. But these are all the commands that are available for you. We'll cover some of them in this video, but some of them are really straightforward. So right now I am in Claude Code mode, as you can see. Nothing is happening. So if I'll do status, you'll see that everything is stopped. It's a lazy launch. I only launch the tool once you start chatting with it. And that's when we maintain conversation history. We don't launch the process. We just, we use a command to talk to it. And then every other chat will be with resume functionality, which is available in each tool. So let's say hello to Claude. And it will respond. And now let's ask it, please give me one suggestion for this project. So now it's going to do its thing. It's going to run into the project, will do scan. It will do scanning and reading, but anything that require your approval, it is blocked by default because I don't want to, because you can't see the prompt or the menu. I don't want it to do things without your approval. So it's strictly not allowed to use any tools, just chat, and scan. So you'll see that in a couple of seconds, it will provide feedback, and we will move that feedback into Gemini CLI. There we go. So it gave me a feedback. That's cool. So I'll just do very simple forward, and I can just do forward as is because I'll show you how it looks like from the command we send. It gives it the context. It says Claude Code sent you this. Please provide suggestion. But if you want to add additional context, you can say, for example, what do you think of this suggestion for Mistral API testing? So now this command is sent to Gemini, and Gemini will provide feedback. One of the coolest things about this tool is that sometimes you'll see the responses are quite funny. over complement each other, and sometimes they're really harsh on each other. It depends on their mood, but that's been very entertaining aspect of this tool. I really enjoyed it, and to see how these tools complement or agree or disagree, as obviously plans become more complex, their feedback is more crucial. So now I'll wait until Gemini responds, should be any minute now, and we'll continue there. There we go. So we got the response. So as you can see, the Gemini responses, based on my analysis, again, it agree with it. So we think it's accurate and their conflict is real and provide feedback, and that's pretty cool. So let's forward this response back to Claude. And then I'll show you some additional elements you can do here. So next, once I get a response from Claude, there we go. And let me go into the interactive mode, essentially focusing the tool. But before I do that, let me kind of show you the status of this tools. So they both stopped because we didn't launch the real console. Once we launch the console, then you'll see that the process is running, and we will maintain it until you end this chat environment. So let's do /i or /interactive if you like to type long words. And here we are. So we are inside of Claude. So you can see my interaction from the chats until now. And then when I ask it to do some, give me a suggestion, and then I sent its response here to Gemini. And this is the response I forwarded for Gemini. So we add this prefix, right? Always says, gives it some context, right? Everything is context is king. And it looks good, right? So, and you provide feedback, and you can do this back and forth, right? Until you feel that one of them, they reach some sort of a consensus on the plan, and then you pick the one to do the actual work that you need to do. And so detaching from this session without canceling it, I used the control right square brackets, and let's do that. And we'll detach the session. So now you can see I have Cloud Code running because I engaged, and this is the process ID, and it will be maintained throughout the session. So now let's go into Gemini. So I could switch to Gemini without forwarding, and that will take me to Gemini. But if I want to move to Gemini and open a console to it, I can do in one shot instead of switching to Gemini and then /i. And now I will open the Gemini session, and you'll see the same thread of conversation I had with Gemini. So again, you can see try to do run something. I strictly prohibit that. And yeah, so I wanted to show here. So again, we're showing the prefix, but as I added the context, what do you think? We also add this portion at the end of the response. So there will be the generic one you put on top. Please share your thoughts, but you can add additional context, what it is, what you ask it prior, because it's always for the last tool. So that's more or less what I wanted to show. It's a very straightforward tool. Hopefully some of you will use it, and hopefully some of you, the developers, will contribute, make it better. Obviously, as noted in the bottom of this README, this is a vibe coding. I know it's probably not perfect. I had to refactor probably 10 times since I started working on it because, AI, vibe coding, not very reliable. It's good, but not the great. So if you're a developer and you're looking at the code and you're cringing, I know it's probably not the best. Most likely it's not the best, but it's working. So hopefully with the help of humans, we can make it better. So with that, let me just show you how to detach and end the session. So over here, we're gonna control the bracket. Let me just move that away. And you just say exit, or I like to do see ya. And there we go, it's done. So for this video, let me just make this repo public so everybody can use it. Until now, it's been hidden. So we'll do it live on YouTube. Change visibility. Change public. Go have fun, enjoy, and please let me know what you think, and I'm open for suggestion. Thank you.